Welcome back, everyone. Are you and your partner working together to manage your money and your financial goals?
If not, it may be hurting your bank account, but financial planner LouScatigna has tips from getting you both on the same financial track.
Good to have you back,
Good
Lou.
to be back.
All right, what kind of problems arise when you're not communicating about your finances?
One spouse is going to sabotage the other spouse. That's what happens. Not intentionally, but if they're not on the ssame page, they go out and spend money that you don't really have. So it's real important to communicate with each other financially. I say both you and your honey should manage the money together. And in most families in the United States, that's not the case.
Yeah, why don't we communicate more about money?
Because one spouse really doesn't have anything to do with it usually. And that's the case in my household. That's the case. My wife says, you're the financial physician, you know, you do it.
Right.
So you should sit down once a month, have a financial meeting, go over every single bill. Look at it, talk about it. How can we get this down? And we both own it at this point. Now during the month, we're going to work hard to try to get that bill down. Next month, we sit down and see if we achieve the goal.
How am I going to get my husband to sit down with me, apart from tying him to a chair, saying we got to deal with this?
That's exactly
what
I was
really doesn't
thinking.
want to.
A lot of them don't want to.
They don't want. You have to force them to. Say, if we're going to be successful financially, if we're going to build up wealth, if we're going to get our bills down, we have to do this. So wait till the kids are asleep. Once a month, it's 20 minutes. Sit down, pay every bill together. Have him lick the envelope. You write the check.
Just pay online. You can just hit a button together. That's what we do.
What are some of the main things that we need to do to look forward to really successful, a successful financial future?
Well, first thing we want to do is save money every month. Say we have a certain goal. We're not going to go out to eat twice a month. We're going to take that money, we're going to put it in a savings account or an IRA or something like that. Also, you want to monitor your investments every month. Sit down, look at every statement, every mutual fund, whatever you have, 401k, make decisions together whether or not you should lower the risk or increase your risk.
If you see a big downfall in your finances, especially right now, we're seeing it. Panic or no panic? Just wait it out?
You never want to sell investments in a panic. You want to do it maybe if you think it's going to happen in the future. If the economy's bad, lower your risk at that point. But the key here is take advantage of low stock prices. Instead of selling, think about putting some more money to work in the market. Do it a little bit at a time. Don't make the big bet and say, I think this is the time to buy and move a lot of money in here. Don't make rash decisions with your money.
I think a lot of people are looking at their homes, though, and saying, when is this going to go back up? I have this massive investment, the biggest investment of my life, possibly, and I just ate so much money on it. It's hurting me in so many other ways. When is it going to get better? Not for a while, unfortunately. I mean, the housing market's in real tough shape right now, and it's not going to get better anytime soon, I don't think. We have record low mortgage rates right now, and it's not even helping. Yeah. God forbid interest rates start going up, which they will in the years ahead. It's going to make it even more difficult. There's just so much inventory out there. There's so many foreclosures. The economy's so bad. People still aren't going back to work, so it's going to be some time.
My bank told me they don't even give loans anymore. What? You're a bank. How could you not get a loan? But that's...
Well, they made mistakes making loans to people they never should have in the first place, so now the standards are higher than they were.
What's your opinion on joint accounts versus separate accounts?
Well, if you just get married, you should have separate accounts for a while. Make sure this marriage is going to work first. You don't want to move your money together only to see it fall apart in 6 months. But I think there's nothing wrong with having joint accounts. If you have joint accounts, you're working together because you both own the money. When you have your money separate, you're going to spend your own money, he's going to spend his money. You're a team now, and you should be a financial team as well.
Okay, when we're talking about a joint account, though, I think there's, back to the communication issue, there can be a big issue with debit accounts and not knowing when even small to large sums are being taken out. And not every person likes to tell the other person, oh yeah, hey, there's another 50, there's 200, there's $25.
I watch it. I come home from work and I tell my wife, I saw you spent $300 in Target this morning. She goes, how'd you know that? I said, I went online and looked. She goes, you were monitoring everything I spend. And we should do that. Let's monitor each other and be accountable for what we're doing.
Okay, so just be accountable for it.
Okay, I've just got my head in the sand right now. I'm still on the separate accounts, and I like it that way, but it's probably not the
We're
best.
a team. We're a team.
See, I have a joint account with my husband, and it took a while. I'm not going to say that there wasn't some difficulty with it. I mean, there was some fighting in the household on just let me know when you write a big check or something small between the both of us, but we made it work. So just
communication.
Communication, and it takes time.
All right, LouScatigna, thank you very much.
Good to have you here.
Good to be here.